Hello everybody. Today I'm going to show you guys the 8 easiest plants to take care of for your house. So let's get started. I have all the eight easy plants here right with me right now on my kitchen floor. So let's get started. The first easiest plant is the snake plant. This here right in front of me is a snake plant. These are super easy to take care of because you don't have to water them often. They will get babies, as you can see. There's 2 of them in this pot, and I started out with 1. The leaves have curled leaves like a snake. That's why and how it got its name. It also gets pretty big, and the limbs will be okay if you cut them off because they are too big. You can also root the limbs and get a new plant. The next easiest plant is the spider plant. The spider plant comes in 2 different varieties. The variegated, light green with a stripe down the middle, and the non-variegated, all green leaves. Those are the 2 together. It's between your preference to decide which type you would rather have. I have both, but they both have the same easy leveled care. They also get babies. It's a runner that comes out of the other plant when the roots in the pot are root bound. If you see roots coming out of the bottom of the pot, then that means a plant is root bound. You can cut these off and root them in a separate jar of water, like that one is. The spider plant also needs however much water you want to give it, not too much or not enough. I keep mine moist all the time. Also remember to keep a saucer underneath of the drainage hole. Also, the spider plant can be in a jar of water, so that way you don't have to worry about watering it. Again, whichever you choose, glass of water or pot in soil will work just fine. The next easiest plant is the money tree. The money tree has leaves shaped like money. The stems may be braided, like mine. These do not need a lot of water, but only water when the soil looks dry or feels dry. You also may cut these down, as I did right there. Just cut them off so I could go snip, and I can cut all of that off, which I need to do. It's just preference again. The money tree is a fast grower also, so it will grow back again if you cut it down, like I chose to. The next easiest plant is a Christmas cactus. The Christmas cactus has leaves that join together at the base. the flowers will come off of the tips of each limb, if there's not already a limb on it. They also will branch out. This one leaf with 2 branches on it. The spent flowers you can just remove. They also need some water. They're half cactus. They still like some water like the other ones, but not that much. The next easiest plant is the peace lily. The peace lily needs fairly a good amount of water. The leaves are bright, glossy, not bright, but darker, glossy typed leaves. They also have runners underneath of the soil that form multiple plants in just one pot. They also get white flowers on them in the summer. This one doesn't have any right now. These, if you be patient, these will definitely give you a flower. The next easiest plant is the philodendron. These, again, like the spider plants, may be grown in water and then potted in a pot, or you may leave them in water. I chose to leave one of mine in water and one of mine in a pot. These are a vining plant too, with heart-shaped leaves, also glossy. The new growth is a bright green with a tip. For example, the new growth looks like a point. You also may cut these for rootings. These make great rootings and cuttings. You can always cut them, stick them in a jar like this. I cut off of that, and they will root just fine. I also, in here, which is the next easiest plant, is the pothos. I have a few pothos cuttings in here. In the same family as the philodendron, which I just started to talk about, is the pothos. This is a cutting that I had cut off of another pothos plant and stuck in a jar of water. Then I stuck it in the soil, and it will root just fine and be a nice pretty plant again. I have a few cuttings in here to make it fuller. This is also where my philodendron is. My philodendron is starting to grow into the pothos and intertwine with it, but that is totally okay. The pothos is also going into the philodendron. Let's get back to the pothos. So these little roots here is what you want to stick in water. Those will soon turn into big roots, and then you can just stick it down into the soil. And there you go, another pothos plant. There are also different types of pothos. This is called a golden pothos with a little bit of white on it. This is called a pearls and jade pothos with a bunch of white on it and half white and half green. Next to that is another big golden pothos. These golden pothoses grow very long. I can cut this if I want to and stick it in a jar, and it will root like the other cuttings here. They root like these cuttings here. I took these cuttings off of that big pothos that I just showed you. Here is a pothos that I have in a jar. Like I told you, They can either be in soil, or in water. This has been in water for years now. This pothos cutting, and it has a bunch of roots all in here. Make sure to fill it up with water almost to the top all the time. These pothoses like a lot of water, and then you can let them dry out before you water them next time. This pothos here is getting very long. That's also a cutting that I have in that jar. I can cut that off right there at a node, stick that in water, peel a few of those leaves off, and there I go, another cutting that will end up just like that one. I also have a few little philodendrons in this jar. This is another big, long golden pothos. I can cut that all the way up there and get several cuttings out of that. This is a big spider plant with a lot of babies that I can cut off and make new ones. This is also another big pothos that I can make multiple cuttings of. The next and last easiest plant to take care of is a palm tree. This is a smaller limbed palm tree, and these like lower or high, these like high light. I cut off the dead things last night, so that's why it looks so in good shape. These also get pretty tall if you let them. You can always take these stems out and let the smaller ones grow. You may also have to stake these when they get older. Make sure these are watered regularly. Keep in mind, these are a tropical plant. That is what their limbs look like. Those are all the easiest plants to take care of. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me some thumbs up and comments, and please subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you learned some easy types of plants to take care of and some that you may want to buy. Anyway, again, thank you for watching this video, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.